Ich will nur kurz hören, ob Audio funktioniert bei mir. Test 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure if my audio works. Frank, do you copy? Frank, do you copy?
I hear your voice in your stream. I hear your voice in your stream.
You hear voice from my stream? Okay. That's good because I do not hear voice.
Maybe you're muted.
No, I think my output device is...
No, not your output device. The stream where you look at that you muted the sound there.
I unmuted it actually. But I think my output device was set to my headphone.
Okay.
Nope, I don't hear it. Ah, now I do it. Wonderful.
Perfect.
All right.
Perfect.
Hello, Frank.
Hello, Max.
How's life?
Life-like.
Life-like? Is that good life-like or bad life-like?
Life-like.
Does it feel like Monday or is it better?
It's like Monday.
It's like Monday. Good, Frank. So, what are we doing today?
Talking about Mondays until now.
Mondays and not monitoring.
Yes, so monitoring. We consider this task done.
Yes.
Even though we didn't do AKS monitoring yet, but maybe we can incorporate it also in what we are planning next.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to start a new project.
Yes.
And you are very keen on using Dapper in this project.
Yes. I like challenges that make sense. And I want to play with this part of technology, and maybe we tell this that we do a learning group together, right? That's okay.
No.
For us to share, right? That we
we're trying to.
Learning.
We try to get certificates, and we want to become certified Kubernetes application developers. So what?
CKAD.
CKAD. Almost sounds like cucked, but close.
Cut.
It's a cut. Now it sounds like Klingon.
Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like Klingon Kapla. Okay.
Truth to be told, the other certification that we did, CKA, Certified Kubernetes Admin, personally, it was one of the hardest tech certification that I've done. I would say so far.
Well, it certainly was not an easy one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but I heard at least CKAD is a little bit easier, I think.
That is good.
At least I heard. But this is coming from people that are doing Kubernetes all day, so maybe don't put too much stress on that. So yes, Kubernetes will be in the solution. We want to learn there as well. And Dapper. So what is Dapper?
That is a good question. Let's use the website for this. Hey, this is the first time OBS didn't screw up my video.
Perfect.
Things. So what's Dapper? I think the website does a pretty good job about this. So it tries to be like the meta framework that sits on top of like Azure, AWS, Google Cloud, Alibaba, whatever, on premises, and abstracts away common problems for developers. So you can totally focus on your application no matter where it runs. At least this is the promise.
This is the marketing, yes.
Yes, and you can see in the pluggable components that they have like tons of, I would say, like plugins, components, that helps you as developer to be productive. And yeah, I think we will find out how marketing and reality and like ease of going will work out, because neither you or me have done anything with paper. I think we understand the concepts and are like have decent knowledge about Kubernetes and cloud and some of the services that are mentioned there, and the rest we will find out.
Yes.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Tom, if you're here, quick audio test. How is the leveling? Max too loud, me too loud, music a little bit in the background. All fine?
You have music? What?
Yes?
I maybe should watch your stream then.
Yes?
So...
Didn't you ever watch our videos?
Never. Never.
Perfect, thank you.
Why should
not
I watch
to you.
It? I was like...
Not to you, Max.
Like,
that perfect thank you was to Tom, that you didn't watch our videos. Just a
thanks, Tom.
Just a lackmus test.
Thanks, Tom, for watching our videos.
No, I do. Tom doesn't. You don't either.
Did you like watch every episode that we had? So we are in episode 7 today. That is really nice. So maybe we talk a little bit about the crazy app idea that we have, and that will generate millions in revenue.
Yes.
And will be open source and not too complex. So let me use my design tool for this.
High class design tool.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So we want to have a feedback app, and I told this story before to Frank, and before the pandemic I organized conferences, and like conferences with 100, 400, 500 attendees, and we of course wanted to get feedback from the attendees. And getting feedback, large scale feedback from the attendees is a little bit tricky. Yeah, tricky because it might be a German thing, but Germans do not like give feedback. And we tried like pretty much everything, sending out emails with links and people could vote there, give feedback, surveys, whatever. We tried a couple of things, and none of them really worked out well, and participation was like 10 out of 300 gave feedback, and the feedback was like not very helpful. And because of that, we said, hey, we want to give at least the speaker some indication of how good his session was perceived, and not like giving random attendees the chance to say, the room was too cold, I didn't like your session, and all of this things. So we said, hey, let's create a simple website, and the website has like 3 buttons, and it was looking like this, and it had like 3 smileys. One was more like this. Yeah, so the neutral one was like this one. we have something like, how does it work? Yeah, like this, exactly. I need to practice this a little bit more. So, and the third one was, of course, the happy smiley. And then we had like an exit poll. Friends at the exit of the session with an iPad and like asked all the attendees to push one of the buttons. And this was actually quite interesting to see because we had like 100% coverage of the entire room. And the other benefit of this was like how many folks were sitting in the session. Mm-hmm. And this was good feedback. So we could like see, hey, what was a very popular session. And yeah, was popularity and quality of the session on the same level. So we like created a good statistic page to see how was the rating, how was the average, and how many people attended. So in the next year, we had this data then and could see, okay, this speaker was really great, good feedback, full house, and quite attractive from the quality side of things. And yeah, from the technical things, this was like a website. Yeah, with the 3 buttons, and it was like an Angular-based web application. And in the back end was like an API. And I think I used database on Azure. Yes, and yeah, that pretty much was it. Like this thing had like 2 functions, like vote and statistics.
Yep. Yeah, Tom, there are pre-made apps for this as well. You're right.
Sure, but where's the fun in that? Where is the fun in that? So we had like those 2 entry points, and there was no like admin page or whatever. I just hacked this in the database to say, hey, this is the session XYZ. It had a start time, it had a speaker, and then it was pretty much filled. So pretty low effort. Yeah, it took me like two hours to build it, and yeah, another 2 hours to fill the database, kind of way. All right, and yeah, this I think can be handled quite well by Dapr. And we like want to use something to persist the data in here, and something to expose the data here, and then in the long run integrate your, what is your device called? Maybe you can put it in the camera.
So this one, so this is an MX chip IoT dev kit. So it's kind of like a IoT device that we brought. I think we made that back in the days, and it's an IoT device with different sensors, but also there are two buttons on there that you can integrate, and you can integrate it also in our IoT solutions in Azure, and kind of have like secured communication there and use the feedback there. So actually you would have something like a good or bad button in the end. Yes, that's the Azure certified one.
So we have only 2 buttons, right?
Yeah, we have only 2. Yeah, good and bad. But actually, that is one feedback I got from the past. So with middle feedback, you mostly cannot do anything because you don't know what has happened there. Is it then bad or is it then good?
Good.
So in the future, the goal is then to integrate this IoT device somehow, to bring in the data that is, the sensor data here, the button press
Mhm.
into something and do something with that in the background. And also have like a statistic web page for that, an API that it can talk to the IoT device, and
Mhm.
also maybe have something like a service bus where we can say different IoT devices to different kind of applications in the background.
Okay, then you had this event hub kind of thing, right?
Yeah, should be IoT hub or event hub. You can, I think you.
Actually, yeah. And this is like event streaming, and we need to process them, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So there should be something that processes the apps, the events. I fill that in here and then like come from here. Here. I'm really missing my Surface Pen, and some like, yeah, want to use my pen more.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So maybe we'll even squeeze out the SQL database and use some like cheaper option like table storage in Azure. There shouldn't be like too much data in there. But maybe we can also use the SQL database. What's your preference there? I think you have like the SQL background, right?
Yeah, we could look so we have different so actually let's have a look. State management, what kind of options do we have?
Supported state stores, but it's not like, is it like a state or is it like?
Yeah, that's a question. Do we? Yeah, it's a state. So every time somebody presses the button, the state changes, right? It's not really stateless, right?
So it has blob storage, it has Cosmos, SQL Server, and table storage.
Yeah.
And only blob and Cosmos is in GA. The rest is in alpha.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So do we need transactional data? We don't need to do something in between, right?
I mean, transactional, what happens if we have multiple updates at the same time?
Then they come as they come. Transaction would just mean if we have an update and we stop the action we are doing in between, and then the transaction gets rolled back to the state before that. That is the reason you need transactions, but I think that is not the case because.
But transactions also ensures that if you have like two concurrent updates, and an increment is like it gets and then updates, ensures that we're not saving it like the same number twice, right? So I think transactional is a requirement.
Why?
I mean, let's say we have this simultaneous updates, like two presses of the button at the same time.
Yeah.
How do you increment a number? You first need to get it. So let's say we have 5 votes in.
Yeah.
So both take out the 5 and then you write back. So basically both concurrent jobs.
Okay, that is what you mean. Okay.
Get to 6.
Yeah, it needs to be atomic, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, atomic is clear, but the transactional scope protects you that you.
Yeah, but the service bus should take care of that because.
Are they handled in sequence?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to decouple and have something like calling like your API services and all that, you have a service bus. So everything that you take from the service bus, like an increment, then will be processed, and you have like, I don't think you can do it, but I think the means of a service bus is to also get it in like an order, you know.
There are like funny names in here, like Hazelcast.
I actually know that.
Aerospike.
Yeah.
Anything database. Hmm.
Yeah.
Good. So.
But we can also do a SQL server. Cosmos DB I wouldn't
Let's go for the SQL server.
I would have gone for Postgres. But okay.
But I think you can run the SQL database in Azure like super cheap, like €4.
Yep, as well as
Postgres.
Postgres
One is a little bit more expensive, right? Azure pricing calculator. Let me see if I have something open that I'm not supposed to show. All right. So let me look into Postgres. So which one is the smallest one? Basic, 1 core. It's like €29.
Can you go up again, please?
Of course, it's like super. Can we go lower? Oh yeah, we can also go lower. Like, who needs backup? And yeah, this storage sounds a little bit. Oh, 5 is the lowest one. Okay.
Can you go and compute on top?
€20.
Yeah, can you go to compute on top? Is it the smallest one on compute? Yeah, okay. What does think?
Serverless also.
Yeah.
Do we have serverless one? This is like the B1. Okay.
Okay, but then let's do Azure SQL Server is also fine. But what does this cost then?
Wasn't there like a Cosmos burstable one that is like super cheap?
Cosmos can get expensive very fast.
I think they changed it. This is like serverless. And then it's like 20 cents.
Yeah, but it's depends on
the 1 million instructions.
Yeah.
I think that sounds nice, Frank.
We will see.
20 cents for the database. Geo-redistributable, whatever. Let's go for like. I'm a big fan of Germany West Central.
I'm not.
Backup type. Who needs backup? 26 cents. So let's see if this works out. The other one would be too easy. I think you know the SQL database. Postgres is also quite easy, but using serverless would be fun. Not sure if this is
we could also use this serverless function in. We could also use the serverless one for Azure SQL as well. Yes. Yeah, but yep, let's do Cosmos DB. Whatever.
Is there one? Database. Let me check. Like this one? Serverless. Ooh. This is also a low number. Let's go for 1 gigabyte. Okay, let's take 5. 90 cents for a SQL database. In what times do we live? And this is like...
Yeah. All those things that were so expensive in the past.
Yeah, I think back in our like enterprise legacy past on-premise world, and you need to ask the guy to install a SQL server, and it took like 6 months until this stuff eventually worked out.
And then the question, how many CALs do we need?
This is something I never did, but I said, hey, I need a SQL server. And yeah, then magic things happened. And 6 months later, I had a SQL server. So
didn't they ever ask you about how many users do you want to have on that SQL server?
No.
then
No.
interesting.
Maybe licensing was like throwing a dice. Yeah. Or maybe covered by enterprise agreements or whatever. So 26 cent or 90 cent.
Your call.
I'm not sure what. I think this has more green arrows. And actually, it's the GA one, and this one is alpha.
Yeah, perfect.
So never bring alpha into production. Let's go for the GA one.
Fantastic.
And it looks so
TTM.
simple, right? It has a component, give it name, namespace, type, a URL, key, database, and collection.
Yes.
Alrighty.
So first things first, I think we need to set up a GitHub project.
Yes. So, I think it was like this. How do we call it? Per feedback.
Yeah.
Feedback app. Something like this.
Why not feedback Dapper app? Because now it looks like we're getting a feedback app for Dapper.
Feedback Dapper app. See, this will be public.
Let's do it for
Public in the open. Yes.
If you think about secrets, okay.
Create a local project directory for whatever, where? No. What does this actually mean? Local project directory. Yes, let's create one. All right.
So it's on the git feedback Dapper app.
Yeah, here we have it.
Okay.
And it's empty.
Okay. Can you give me access?
Can I do this in the command line? Okay, no. Not sure if this works, but let's do this in the web. What was the name now? Dapper feedback app?
Feedback Dapper app.
Dapper. Exactly. Good. Settings. Manage access. Of course, it needs to have my password. Yes. Yes. Invite. Rank. And there you have it. So we should add a license, right? First things first. Create a new file. 8. I think MIT will do it.
Should be, yes.
And let's do it. Doesn't have a branch. Why doesn't it have a branch? Main. Okay. All right. this. All right, and let's open it in code. I still don't have access to GitHub Copilot, so we actually need to do it ourselves. What a pity. All right, this one. Getting started with Dapr. All right, first install the Dapr app. We have Windows. We need to have an admin shell. This will be just fine, right? Running random. Okay, that was quick. Ah, see this one? Set to Linux containers in Docker desktop. Not sure if this is the case. Okay, it says switch to Windows containers, so I think we are in Linux. That is good. Let's do Dapr in the new terminal. Need to open it again. All right. Initialize Dapr. So it has like four containers. Redis, Zipkin for tracing and the default components folder, okay, and the placement service container instance for local actor support. All right. Again, we need to have admin privileges. Making the jump to hyperspace. It is doing stuff. Are you doing the same thing on your side?
Yeah, a little bit delayed because I still needed to check out the GitHub repository.
All right. Redis, Zipkin, placement. Yeah, it's running. There is no there's okay. All right, tell me when you catched up.
Yeah, just installing the client library. Second. Okay, got it installed.
Interestingly, they have like this dependency on Docker.
Yes.
So, did you follow it, the license change with Docker?
Yes.
So that will be interesting how like the market in the economics in this space will adjust if they do adjust. Yeah. It will be really interesting to see what's going on there.
So how can you? Is there a way to open the terminal, Windows terminal directly as an admin?
Windows terminal, right click on it.
Yeah.
And say run as admin.
Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. Perfect. So Dapper init. I have no Docker running.
We put the link already in the copy, paste.
Yeah, I don't want to install Docker on my machine, so yeah, let's see how this works out.
7 days. The 6th.
I have an idea.
Alrighty. Interestingly, it doesn't do anything in the local folder so far.
Yes.
So what's up?
I'm doing something different. So yes, I already have Docker running on a Linux machine here, and I'm remote SSIing with Visual Studio Code to this machine, and this takes a little bit.
I love the remote SSH plugin in Visual Studio Code.
Yeah.
It's like one of the best extensions. Yeah.
Yes. And
you could also live share into mine if you want to.
Okay, can do that as well.
All right. Okay. Yes. All right.
Thank you.
So let's see what's coming. Just for this, I want to buy this Stream Deck to play like Jeopardy music.
What?
La 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 la.
Go ahead.
La, la.
Knock yourself out. I
I
will be
mean,
there. In
you're
the-
not connected.
Yeah, it's connecting. Installing an extension.
Ah. Oh, you can nowadays even share terminals. This is nice. Like, share terminals, read only. Make read write. I don't want to give you writable permissions to my terminal. Nope.
Okay, 1 second. Not that easy here. Should be there in a minute. I will sign in with my GitHub account, okay?
Yes.
Why do I need... Am I there?
Not yet. Ah, here. Frank Altman's Mac. Joined.
Perfect.
That is nice. So we can like... Can you see my screen now in the VS Code now?
Yes.
And if I select, that's cool. Ah, yeah, nice. All right. So, co-programming next level. Let's do this and use
You didn't
this
give
one.
me your terminal. Okay.
I mean, I like you, right? But
You don't
there are
trust me.
like
I get it.
lines.
Yeah,
like giving
I got it. I got it.
you access to my computer, like,
Yeah.
right? So let's run this. So it says launch a deeper sidecar that will listen on port 3500 for a blank application named MyApp.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, let's do this here. Oh. Why? Let's do this again. I'm not sure if I kicked you out now.
You did.
Damn it. Let me just check if deeper is now in the PowerShell. Yeah, okay. My bad. Start a collaboration session. And the next link is in the chat. Should be a little bit faster now. Yep, perfect. Perfect. Does it also expose ports? Yes, it does something. Okay.
Can you do in the...
Can I do port forwarding?
Can you do Docker PS?
Wait a second, I can even give you like access to the application. Enter this TCP port or server URL, so 3500. Now you could like even open it.
I wonder how.
Not found. All right, let's follow the script.
Did you do a Docker PS if all the services are running?
Yes. I saw that here. In another console.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, 3. Okay, so the next is we giving it something to think about. I think curl should also work. Nope, it doesn't. Let's do it the PowerShell way. That they both like provide both.
What are you trying to do?
I'm sending some state to. I did send some state to the application. So if I read it correctly, it says it's storing some state store, and sending this payload.
Okay, which application did you start?
I just started this one, the naked one. But it should also work for you.
But
okay. If you, I think you can like copy server URL and do the same thing. And then if you like curl into this.
Not found, yes.
And do request the state like
It opens
this here.
localhost for me then.
Yeah, okay, but this is like how it works. I think it then proxies it to my computer.
Okay, I get it not found.
Yeah, you get a not found? Oh, that's bad. Let me see if it works on my side. Yeah, it gets the name from... Yeah, Bruce Wayne. This is what we sent them, right? Bruce Wayne. No key value for the state. Okay. All right, it just stores it in Redis as key value pair.
I also sent
Oh. To my...
Yeah, I tried it. Let's see.
On what
I get a
key?
Key name.
Yeah. Did you send the same payload or?
I sent a different name.
Is it working? Can you update it? Bruce Wayne, how's the other guy called? Robin?
Yeah.
That works.
I get an error. Maybe that's not working.
All right. I actually thought that this is how it works. Yeah. Okay, let's figure this out one later, but so the final component, this, I think this is where it gets more interesting. Okay. Secrets. Mm-hmm. What? Why is it not doing this? All right. Local secret store. In the sky. So let's see what it's doing. It says it gives it a name, my secret store, in the namespace default. And this is the type, local file, and this is my path to my secrets.json. And the separator, good. Surprisingly, it doesn't mention that we need to like change this here. Should be like this, right? My secrets.json in the parent folder. My secrets.json.
Yeah, but what you're doing now in the feedback Dapper app, I think that's not. This is just example.
Yeah, sure, but it's I think good for local development, right? Or do you want to skip it?
No. But actually, it won't be part of the. Think of the thing then.
Okay, let's see. It says run it. Now with the components part. Okay. The system cannot find the path specified. All right. Exit it. It's dead. It killed my terminal. All right, now it works. All right, get a secret.
Yep.
All right. It gives me my secret publicly. Okay, which quick start do we want to do? The Hello World quick start or the Hello World Kubernetes quick start?
What is closer to the one that we're actually trying to do?
I think this one.
Yeah. So for this we need the Kubernetes cluster, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, it has the user, it has the data operator, it has a runtime, and this is a Python code container, and it scales like. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. right, it installs Depa in the Kubernetes one. So do this, and let's create this. Yes, I don't want to see recommendations. Let's go into Kubernetes. Oh, is my other subscription? Oh, it seems like it's back.
Okay.
It has credits. That's nice. But let's use this one. Depa app. Preset. This looks nice. $1, $1, triple dollars.
Yeah, $2 on the left.
This is like an unusual layout.
Why?
I mean, this is not how other services like indicate that there is like costs attached to it, right?
I kind of like this 1, 3, 2.
Yeah, it's simple, but
Yeah. We don't say how much, but
yeah, dollars.
more, less, whatever.
Germany West Central. Let's go for 129. There was nothing mentioned that we need like a specific version of Kubernetes, right?
No.
It just said, yeah, just said Kubernetes. The Kubernetes cluster said minikube AKS GK. Okay. Okay, blah blah blah. Actually, this is quite a big machine. And 3 nodes. I'm living on a budget here. Let's start small. B2S, what's the price? Show me real dollars. 180. Jesus, I don't want to buy the whole thing. B2. B2S. Oh well, we can turn it off, right?
Yeah.
So let's not be too cheap here. E4MS, Linux. Gail said yes. System assignment entity is also great, so we don't need to do anything in Active Directory. Role-based access control enabled. Yep. Encryption is also nice. Kubernetes or Azure CNI? What networking do we need?
Doesn't matter, I think, right?
Kubernetes. Let's go for Kubernetes. Load balancer, private cluster out. All not needed. Okay. Do we need a container registry?
If we want to publish something, maybe.
I mean, no container registry is like not going to work, right?
No, because we need to deploy the the registry somewhere, the app somewhere.
Admin user, yes, and basic will do it. All right. Clicking here. So this is something I really learned and valued after the certified Kubernetes administrator certification, to see what's really like taken away from you if you use a managed service for Kubernetes instead of running this stuff by yourself.
Yep. Kind of like 80% of the certification. Okay.
Or like what happens if you do like a cluster upgrade?
Yeah.
This like magic script that runs and runs and runs and moves components, moves files and migration and whatnot. Whew. I mean, that's like visual complexity. So we started 10:34.
Okay.
Should I give you access in the meantime?
To the cluster, you can.
Like the resource group and this one. And then that is there. Okay. What do you think? Like 3 minutes for the cluster?
I hope so.
I like recall it when we like launched the service and it took like 30 minutes to provision the Kubernetes cluster.
And that was fast.
Still, like in the ranking compared to other cloud providers, like it was compared, I think, to Google, which had more experience in all that, and yeah, like they developed this, and yeah, it was like super slow. We had like 30 minutes and they had like 3 minutes. But yeah, nowadays it's like super fast.
You already give me access to the cluster?
I did, yes.
Cannot see it in the source.
Yeah,
group.
because it's not there yet. But you should see the resource group feedback data app.
No, it's not there yet. Cannot see it.
There it is.
Can't see it.
Let's check road assignments. Frank, with your personal Outlook address.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm in it. I'm in that with that. But yeah. Weird.
Succeeded, so it should be there already.
Yeah, but it isn't.
Yeah, it is. All right. Go to the resource. And we need to get credentials, right? The AKS get credentials. Name of the thing was feedback data app. Oh, a login. Sign into this. Fine. Wrong subscription, as it seems. It was this one. Good. kubectl get notes. One is ready. So, do you have access now?
Nope.
Can you check with Azure CLI if you can see the resource group?
Yes.
And you don't see it?
Let me check it.
Ah, you said yes, you are going to check it. Okay.
I think I don't see it because I don't have access to the subscription. That's not inherited. Right?
Actually, it should be fine. But let's try. Frank. Yeah, now you have two rights from the subscription and directly on the resource group.
Yeah, but I didn't. I was not able to see the resource group. It's under the yomelcha.it tenant, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's there, yes. But I think, yeah, error was on my side. So anyway, okay.
Alrighty, so you see it?
Yes.
Can you authenticate to the kubectl kind of thing?
I need to log in again. Okay, can set it good.
Right.
Okay, feedback dapper.
All right.
Okay.
So if you do data status -k, you should see that it's deployed in Kubernetes.
kubectl commands run so long. Okay, I see the Dapper system running, yes.
Yeah, and it's running in Kubernetes.
The Dapper dashboard?
They have a dashboard. That's why I wanted to see if we could see that somewhere. Let's see if that is explained a little bit later.
Dapper dashboard -k.
Mm-hmm.
Run that.
Data status -k or what?
No, Dapper is dashboard -k.
Ah, nice. That's cool. What is this? Is these runtime polyfill? It looks like it's Angular, right? Not sure. Yeah. It's healthy, it's running, it's actually quite fast.
Yes.
Okay. Now it wants us to create a state store. Redis, Cosmos, Dynamo, Cassandra, etc. to persist and retrieve state. This demo will use Redis. Follow these steps to create a Redis store. Redis. So it creates a chart, it creates and then.
Do you have Helm?
I think so.
You have. You don't think so? Did I create it?
I do think so. That should be version 3.5.4.
Okay.
I think that will do it.
Yes. I have version 3.6.3, okay. Little newer.
So do we want to have Redis separated? No, I think we just put it in the cluster, right?
Yeah.
At least anyway. Happy helming. All right. That is running. All right.
Then we need to
do like this.
Yeah.
So Redis state YAML. Should be this, right? This master 6379. Yep. All right, default namespace, and that's why it has this wonderful DNS entry. State store and the password.
It's
automatically.
Yeah, it's automatically if you do kubectl get secret.
I don't want to do it.
It won't show. It would be redacted. But I can try it on my end here as well. Yes, we have a Redis. What's it called?
Redis.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. It's even opaque. Okay.
Right. So pops up.
I think that's fine. We are finished with the Redis store. Now we can jump back to the other one.
Oh yeah, you're right. Add the keys to the Redis YAML file in the deploy directory. Ah, okay. I don't have to. So open this folder in the deploy Redis. Redis. I don't have to do anything, right?
Nope.
Good. And then deploy it. Okay. So we have Redis in there. And we should get like... Oh. Yeah, okay, whatever. Deploy the Node.js app. Okay. Node is deployed. I think it's quite quick, right? It should be. I have a mosquito in my room. Go away. Yeah, it's finished. All right. All right, in the node, we can see that this is deperized by seeing depper IO enable true. All right.
Maybe we can go to the dashboard. I think we should see now something.
I think I did kill the dashboard. It was paper, dashboard,
-K.
-K. Node app.
Yeah.
Oh, some logging. That's nice. But I cannot like open it. So let's kill it. Go in here. It says something like port forwarding for. Yep.
We forward 8080 from your local machine to now localhost 8080.
Error.
Okay. True. Shouldn't be local. Actually, you could proxy that, I think.
What was it? Did we use like
8080?
8080? But it should be 80, right?
No, 80. 80 is the local one. So the port of the Node.js app.
Yeah, but the Node one runs on like 3000.
Did you stop that? Did you
I
stop
did.
the yeah? Do you need to have it running? No, you can't access it. Yes, 100, and now 8080.
How should that work with the public IP of the load balancer?
Yeah, true. Then 80, yes. Just do the IP without anything behind that.
Yeah, this is working. Cannot get slash. This is what we saw in the other one. So it doesn't know where to put it.
Yeah, that do ports. Slash ports.
$3,500.
Shouldn't be able to access that.
So what's the documentation telling us? We should go
I will fire a post to this.
Expected output. This is actually what we got, right?
Yeah, we got that. I will do
next submit in order to the app.
I will do this as well.
So the website was this. Add sample JSON. Where is that coming from? Sample JSON. Okay.
It's the data.
I still have the curl.
Cannot read
Yeah, exactly.
property of order undefined. The simple JSON. Okay, that's the file in. Actually, the. Okay.
I think it doesn't like it that I run it in PowerShell.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it thinks this at is.
I posted a new order.
I did the same. Did it like execute very fast for you?
Just get rid of the port. Just 80.
Good. It gets an order. Order ID 42.
Okay.
That's good.
$42. Okay. Do a new order. Then. Okay. Then the Dapper dashboard.
Can I see the state somewhere? State store. Yeah, but I cannot like query. All right.
Okay. Okay, so Python app.
So this just deploys the Kubernetes Python thingy and the code.
Here, yes.
It's data from env, invoke, and then does like while true, and every second posts a message to the backend, and the data is like this here. It iterates. Okay. Mm-hmm. Right map.
Okay, I see it.
One pod is running, second pod is running. Okay.
I see it doing stuff, actually. It's got a
And
new
now we should
order ID 17, 18, 19, 20. Successfully persisted state.
Mm-hmm. It's also in the. It's out. Mm-hmm. They are getting like enthusiastic. Perform a get request against it. Enter it into your browser. Use Postman or curl. So it should be this one, right? And then what should be then order? Yeah.
It's counting up.
Yeah. Python, it's like magic. Which is okay. CL delete whatever. No. So where's the magic coming from? Why are there like endpoints like order or new order? Where is that coming from? Is it coming from the node?
So you need to look at the
yeah. Here's the magic actually, but this is like not explained in the tutorial, right? That this is creating an endpoint, and I assume app is coming from Express. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So if you do, it exposes the order and then it does a fetch. So a web request to the state URL, this one, from order, and returns the response.
Mm-hmm.
And the same for new order, but in this case, it formats it like this and posts it. Post to the state URL.
But that's not so it's just the app. Which app is this?
This is
okay.
from
This is the Docker file. So can you look at the Docker file real quick?
The Docker file is not doing much.
Yeah, it installs the app.js one on there.
Yeah. Exactly, this one.
Yeah.
And does npm, so packages are installed, like the stuff here.
Yeah.
Body parser express and this isomorphic fetch, whatever this is. And then the rest happens in the Express framework. It exposes ports and it listens to this one. So fairly simple.
Mm-hmm.
So how does this help us?
There's a Dapper Visual Studio Code extension.
Mm-hmm. I know.
And actually, yeah.
We didn't need it so far, right?
No. but actually, so I think there's just little stuff you need to add into your application to really get Dapper running and all that, because I think Dapper kind of catches the endpoints that your application is providing and Dapperifies it so that it can have control to the different endpoints there. And also like the state and all that, there needs to be something in there. Scaffold Dapper debugging task.
Okay, but this was fairly, I think, straightforward.
Yeah.
Is my state exposed? No, it's not, right? That's a private one. So where does it go? So is that public?
You can check it, right?
Oh, we have this fellow.
It shouldn't be exposed, to be honest. But yes.
And the date report was 3,500, right?
Yeah.
And V10 state and state store, I think it was Redis.
No, it's no, the state store name is State Store. See, no.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I think that's not public. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It abstracts the Redis for us.
Yeah.
And we could like change the state store to something else.
Yes. Should be also possible. So that's an abstraction layer. For example, you don't need to change your application. You just can change the state store.
Yes, exactly. So let's say there is no Redis whatever in like AWS to make something up.
Yeah.
And we change it to something DynamoDB kind of thing. So the components are like this Lego pieces.
Yeah.
And you puzzle them together.
And exactly like the subscriber, so publish pubs up model. Yeah. You also could use whatever is lying behind that. You send messages, so the application developer just doesn't need to take care anymore of what is behind that. It just think about the application in general, use Dapper, and we can then switch whatever.
Yeah, that's kind of neat.
Yeah. And also that's secrets, nice. Right? Doesn't need to know what your secret store is. kind of secret stores does it port? So what my thinking would be, what would be the best approach, to first write the application that we want and then deprify it?
I think you need to write the components.
I don't think so. The components, I think you use them by applications.
Now let's look at this from a picture perspective. This voting here is basically putting something in the state, right? And statistics is getting it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the API stuff can be handled. The web is something I think different. So let's remove this one here. Yeah. So actually this should live somewhere else. So, and then this website consumes the data from the API. All right. So in the state stores, then here, SQL database, whatever. So in your IoT thingy, then submit the data to it. But I think we need something that like acts and reads your IoT hub like this guy here and puts it to the SQL database.
Okay. So it will be then one component then. But I think the component is also a state store, for example. So you would have then the state store component, you would have the service bus component, and you would have also the component of the, so that is a custom component that we kind of have in the application then, right?
I think they call it actor.
Yeah.
Yeah. It receives a message and processes them one at a time.
Yeah.
So in your case, you press the button. The IoT device talks directly to the IoT hub. The IoT hub then has this message and sends it, and this actor receives it and does something with it.
Are you sure? Look at when to use actors. Just read ahead a little bit. This is just one. So your problem space involves a large number, thousands or more of small, independent and isolated units of state and logic. You want to work with a single-threaded object that do not require significant interaction from external components, including querying state across a set of actors. That's the actor model.
Yeah, I mean, this is perfect, right?
Why?
It can happen one time, it can happen 1,000 times. It is a small, independent, and isolated unit of state and logic.
But do we have isolated states of state and logic?
I would say so.
You have one state, and this state is our general state.
It's a state per like session, right? If you have like in this conference kind of things, you have like 4 sessions in parallel because you have like 4 rooms.
So one
or 10
conference
rooms.
would be then a state. Okay. Each one would be then an actor.
No, the actor is just the logic to increase the number in the database or in the state.
Sure.
I mean, that's how I think it.
So actor is just one microservice, for example.
Mm-hmm. So it scales if you have multiple nodes.
So this would be then our API would be then the actors, right?
No, I would not say so. The API is being exposed by this, whatever they used before. Let's see how they deployed it. Where's the deployment for the node? So that is just a random service deployment, and the deployment has been vaporized here.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like static. And
yeah, I think I didn't make myself clear. So the API would be made of different actors, to say it at least. So every microservice has like. So the services
yes,
talk to each other via
yeah
messages.
So the burstable, scalable units of code should be in an actor.
Yes. And
of
the API would be on top of that. Yeah.
Of course, we could put the logic like into the node application or C#, ASP.NET, whatever.
Yeah.
But where's the fun in that? I think this actor-based thing would also be fun. We also support reentrancy. Nice. So it's like a job. Right, you start a job and the actor gets the work done.
Yeah. That's the model there, yes. It's a question if we need so many little actors, so...
No.
And then it wouldn't be an actor.
Yeah.
It would be just a component, like a custom component. So actors are for different little things, like if you remember right from the past, from a study past. So actors are like if you have like different compute operations or calculation operations, where these actors just communicate via messages they send to each other. It's kind of like a model you can use as well. So, but they don't share a common, like state store, for example, or something like a database in the background. That wouldn't be for actors, because each actor would have its own like place in this world.
Yeah, I see it more like a how you would implement a workflow. Right? It gets its information and then runs the logic for it.
It's like when you break it down into different microservices. Each service does different thing, and these services communicate with each other. But do we have this in this case a lot?
I will not say so.
Do we want to make a service increase number 1 and do we want to make a service decrease number by 1? This would be something like the atomic level of what an actor would be, you know? So.
I mean, it would make sense if you like give the actors to different teams and let them implement it. So then you can like distribute the work and make it easier for them. Yeah.
It's like for large scale distributed systems where you have like communications and
Yeah.
So
exactly.
So it wouldn't be an actor. So PubSub would be then like something.
PubSub, yes. Complete list of data PubSub components is here. So in generics, we are here, Event Hub or Service Bus. So which one is working from IoT Hub?
I think we could I think we could do both, right? So
okay, we have lots of configuration in here.
Yeah, IoT Hub supports integrated endpoints, Azure Storage, Service Bus, and Event Hubs.
All right, so let's use Service Bus.
Yeah. But still, thinking about how to approach this, I think you don't think in Dapper components. Like, you first need the logic of Dap, and then kind of like hard to tell. So never done this before.
Yeah, but let's build it and then see how our thinking will change. This one. Yeah, okay, let's take everything. So this should be in this folder. My components. This is it. And this is our pops up. Others bus pop stop YAML. Good. How do we put in the connection string and make it like secret? So first off, we need to create the service, right? Service. Source group. Let's go for basic. All right, so let's say it's provisioned. How do we secure this from the deployment perspective? So we don't say value, we would say key or secret, right? Or a key reference, whatever.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Like this here. Right? Name would be service bus. The key would be service bus. Right. Goodie. Thing is created. So if I click on this guy, then we would see the key, right? Should we show this?
What?
The key, the shared access policy.
I think it won't be shown. It will be shown. Shouldn't be.
Here it is. But let's say there's no risk to it. Right? Actually, we need this here.
I love how inconsistent we are with this
yeah.
keys.
So, what's the easiest way to create a Kubernetes secret? YAML-ify things, or can we do this in the command line?
You can do it in the command line as well. So secrets. So kubectl create secret. Generic, for example, if you want to have a user defined. So if you, no, you're not generic. Then say the name of the secret, and it's the service bus.
And that's it?
It's a secret, yes.
Okay. And how do I put the key in there and the value? Here we have it.
Yeah, this one is empty now. You need to creating a secret using UTL. It's like you create a secret, echo -n like username, password. Then you could create a secret, the name, and from file, for example. But also from literal. Do we need username or only the connection string?
We need the only connection string.
Then first of all, delete the secret maybe. Then K, create secret. Yes, exactly. And then -- from literal. Minus literal, right? And then equals the key is service bus connection string. Equals then the string.
Ooh, this one.
Yes, and do some
Some quotes.
Yeah, I think it's just not the double quotes, single quotes.
Service bus connection string. There we have it.
Yeah, it's
This
encoded.
looks like base 64 encoded, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if we deploy this component, is it? Ah, it's in my components, I think. Can't apply this. Where did you deploy it? Sidecars and tree.
Should be in default.
I don't see a new one.
Can you? It's kind of component. Okay, get components. Work.
No, the Dapper. The Dapper has. Oh, it needs -K. If ID not set. Let's see what's the documentation.
Could maybe look into the dashboard. You should see it there.
Good one. So Dapper dashboard minus. Oh, wrong terminal.
You misspelled Dapper.
Oh,
Dapper.
Dach.
There's the pops up.
And it's 1 minute old.
Mm.
So.
But it's just a component that to specify for Dapper. There's nothing like there's not a pod running for that, right? Oh. So you have the Dapper system now knows that there's a component which is the service bus, and wherever the application talks to this component, Dapper takes care of with the sidecar to route it to this service bus.
That makes sense. But like the logic to talk and receive messages and send messages, then is being executed in the sidecar.
By what?
In the sidecar, this logic.
Yeah, by Dapper. Let's say it by Dapper. Yeah. And this is something you then need to put into your application to invoke this, like. And I think if you have an application that works with get and post, I think Dapper can easily wrap this get and post messages and all that.
So let's see, to create a service bus topic. So the topic would then be like votes, right? So the entity to say session, whatever one was good, would be one topic.
Yeah.
All right.
Am I still in your? Yes, I'm still in your one, right?
Create a namespace. Topic and queues. Did I create the wrong? Yeah, I didn't create standard. I created the basic one. So everything is in the default namespace, if I recall it correctly.
Yeah, but we only have one namespace there.
Yeah. Okay, but that should be fine.
Yeah, should be fine.
Yeah.
We just need one at the moment.
All right, so going back. Okay, now we have PubSub.
So we need to think about the components there. Yes. Okay, developing application. Okay. Kind subscription, declarative subscriptions. Okay. My head.
But I think that's good. Okay, it's declarative subscription. So if there is a topic coming, Data subscribes to it and sends everything to the specified route and like brokers the message.
Mm-hmm. It gives the app one, the scopes here, access to this.
Yes. Actually quite straightforward. So typically you would do this like in code and say if your application launches, initializes, it subscribes to the message broker. In here we do it declarative and say this is my PubSub component and send everything to this app. I see where this is going. Like you have this interchangeable components and then you put in some gluing and say putting the pieces together.
Yeah.
And it's great because you can run it locally and then have trust like in the deeper descriptive way of things that if you deploy it in provider A and have the components in place, your application will work.
Yeah.
So it abstracts a lot.
Yeah, but wrapping my head around that, like we can use it. This needs some work.
No, I don't think that it needs a lot of work.
Yeah, it does. I was speaking from my standpoint right now.
Yeah, but I think it's a good time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Because we're 10 minutes to 12 and maybe we should write something what we done today. So in this session we started our deeper journey. Installing the CLI, setting when it is. Our application in to paper components, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should put in this lovely picture so it becomes clear what we're going to do. Let's see. Do I have it still? No. Azure. Right. Yep. Then this can go always forget how to put in a picture. I think it's like this. And then it's in episode. Can I drag and drop this here? No. In level. I need to see things. Episode 7. Yeah, it's not working.
Can you go back?
Markdown image. Let me Google that.
I think it's exclamation mark,
Ah,
then
it's
in
all
brackets
text
in the
and then-
name,
yeah.
and then
Yeah,
in the
similar
bracket.
to a link, right? So and then it has an exclamation mark in front.
Yes.
Exclamation mark brackets is the alt text, and then parentheses is the link. Let's see. Yeah. Wonderful.
bit
It's
big.
huge. Can we give it width 8? Maybe I should just make it smaller. Azure Tech Talk. Image resize 800 pixels width. Yes. And broke it. I think we don't need this anymore. Yes. This is the other thing. This is what we need to commit. Yeah. And this is the website. All right. So maybe we should write what we want to. What's the device called?
MX chip, IoT dev kit.
Emix.
MX chip.
Chip.
IoT dev kit. All right. Anything from your side, Frank? Is that good? Is it understandable? You want to? All fine.
Anything else we want to? No. So this.
Still a bit big, right?
This picture?
Yeah.
I think it's okay. 800 pixel or something. Maybe in the long run we can come up with something that scales the picture depending on the size. But
Yeah.
let's start small.
Isn't something missing on the right?
Hmm?
Okay. Oh, just it's a little bit cut off on the right side, right? Or did?
Yeah, the picture is cut off.
Yeah.
I did this in my Paint.
Okay.
It's not the picture's fault. You can see it. It's like always this.
Okay.
Not the website that cuts it off. Maybe you should link taper. This right, taper IO. Yeah. All right. You put in the video once it's done?
Mm. Yes.
Anything else to add?
Nothing to add.
Oh, then let's push this up. Episode 007. Almost James Bond. All right, Frank, then let's tear this down. Let's call it a night, right?
Yes. Goodbye, everyone. Until next time.
Night. See you next time, in 2 weeks. 2 weeks Monday.
1 week. 1 week.
2 weeks.
1 week.
Why in one? Next week I'm on vacation, so.
Okay, then we need to move the whole set because we just moved this one instance from last week to this week. So the next one would be next week.
I mean, we have to keep the cadence, right?
Yeah.